And girls, whoops, excuse me. We're making glue. Told you I'd be back. Now I can plug my phone in and record at the same time. So, okay, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages. So now we're gonna make some glue. Okay, this is one of the reasons why you should do all your patching before you put it together. Because here's one of the things. So if I don't take this apart and glue this, try to sand in there is a pain in the ass. So it's better to patch everything first, sand it, and then you can patch everything on the upper layers, like these top parts where they kind of connect together. So here's what we're going to do. We've got some sawdust. We've got some Tile Bond Ultimate wood glue. This is waterproof glue, apparently. So we're going to find out. Again, this is a new project-like thing. So I got this stainless steel that I wish I had washed, but I was so tired. It's actually really good for doing stuff like this, but I like to keep my stuff clean. So what we do is, you want the glue to be kind of consistent. So I'll just pour a liberal amount in there because we're going to need a little bit for all these pieces. I take it my, of course, just like falls in there, like that, and just mix it up. I don't know if I'm doing a good job of showing here, but I'm obviously going to need a lot more glue in there. Why am I not like? I'm not liking my stir stick. One of them paint sticks would be perfect. What do I have? What do I have? Got one of these. You know, I have issue with my ankle, and I'm really loving working in the shop on a chair. I know it looks lazy as hell, but it's actually very efficient. So let's just there we go. Now this is actually perfect for mixing glue. Yeah, it's a nice. And the good thing about this glue is now that you got this wood fiber in there, is it's very you can use it. You can actually stain this, and it should come out as the same, depending on if you've collected the sawdust from the same wood or not. It should come out the same stain, maybe a touch darker, because I've noticed that it'll be a little bit darker, but at least it'll blend, and that's the good thing. So now maybe we need a little, I don't know if I'm catching what I'm showing you guys, but might need more light in here. Might need to turn the camera down slightly just so you can see. Now you're gonna blend all the sawdust with the glue together. That's pretty dry, but this is actually gonna be enough for what I need. Just gotta add a little more glue to make it more not so dry. What you're looking for is like almost like a paste. Now, I've done this on the channel before, where I've shown how to make this. But what you're trying to do is get everything evenly mixed. And see, that's actually very wood gluey looking. But the difference between this and store-bought stuff is that store-bought stuff is made out of wood that might not match your wood, right? So now you can hear Felipe in the background. I just kind of like move it back and forth a few times here. That's a nice consistent wood glue. Perfect. So I'm going to use this actual stick to apply the wood glue in all the cracks and anywhere there's like a hole. And then we're going to leave this to dry while we go do something else, like pick up the material from that job. And then when we sand this and stain it, mind you, it's going to be a black stain, so you're not even going to see half of this. The stick has actually become perfect for this job. So if you got any cracks, might as well wood glue it up. Any holes, get that. It's literally a spot where that's a dowel and that's a screw to hold this corner together. It'll never come apart. Clean off any excess. There's no point in causing yourself extra work, right? So any excess off the edges, make your life easier for sanding. Do that. Get a couple more. See, nicely filled. Then we'll just sand it after. And that's done. I might have mixed too much. Doesn't matter. Whatever. How much did that cost me? The actual glue, right? Like store-bought glue is like, I think to get a tin of it's like 20 some bucks. $14 to $20. I'll leave that area on a little heavy. This one, I'm just gonna jam that in there. Get some more on there. Well, and see, I got a little seam there. Just throw that on the seam. Get that in there. Then I'll just use my putty knife to wipe that nice and clean. Clean up any rough edges. Boom. So it'll be so easy to sand now that it's okay. So we've covered that. And we've covered that. That was the only one so far that needed that much. So there's 4 of those. Now I gotta get on to these guys. Yeah, I wish I had done this before I did the other ones. But again, like I said, this is a work in progress. This is the first time I've built anything like this. And I'm not afraid to say it because there's a first time for a lot of things I've built. And I can tell you with confidence that a lot of things that I've built for the first time is better than what I've seen most people build. Not trying to toot my own horn, but maybe it's inspiration for you guys to get out there and do it yourself. Right? Who knows? Here we are. You know what's the crazy thing is? This whole gluing process, it's not the first time, but I learned it by hearing about it and I was like, wait a minute, you're right. You could make wood glue pretty easy. So you fill all those holes. And obviously the creamier you make this, the smoother it is in the end. Like the smoother the finish. So I say, why not? Why not use it? And you might want to go back and forth from all directions because sometimes if you pull from one, it'll pull it away from the what you're trying to achieve. This one's being a pain. Might be just because the glue's drying. That one's first shot turned out really good. Okay, we've done all the holes all the way around. Oh, and there's a joint. This joint's a little off. And see how nicely that goes into the joint? And then all you gotta do is sand it after. And then you have no places for water to show up. All corners are good, all corners are good, boom, boom, boom. So we're literally gonna fill everything and then head to the job to I like smushing it into the hole. Oh, it's the gorgeous, most gorgeous animal alive. Oh, you guys are letting me know you want to go for a walk, right? I noticed that. So by the time I go somewhere, come back, this will be nice and dry to sand. Then we'll get back on the flex sanding. I don't know if you guys are getting any of this. I might just be like, you might just be staring at nothing. Surface might need a little. What is Texas Mickey Jack doing? Making wood glue. See, that stuff's getting dry. The wetter it is, the nicer it goes on. You can also kind of revive it if you put them both back together. And then mix it up if you want to keep it nice and moist. But I have to clean this so that I can get a good clean wipe on that. This gorgeous animal, what would you like? And notice I can feel you staring at me from behind there. You're just like, are we gonna go for a walk? Do I get some kisses? Where's my... Oh, perfect, perfect, thank you. Oh, I just smashed you in the face with the wood. Okay, well, give me like 10 more minutes. I'm almost done. Watch out, move. Go. I gotta finish here. Just about done here. Look at how much wood glue we got left. Smash. That's way too much to be putting in one spot. The best way for me to describe the consistency of this, it would be just a little bit smoother than peanut butter. See, I gotta change the blade on that table saw because I got this tear out here that I'm repairing. Just leave it like that. Okay, now... And all the corners are good on this one. Just like a little bit there, but like might be a little overkill on that. All right. These can sit here and dry. I'm going to just throw some water in this and let it I know it's waterproof glue, but it's only waterproof when it's dry. Actually, I could just scoop it out, soak the whole dish. And I did make a bit, but like, I'm just gonna wipe it here. And there you have it. Wood glue. It'll sand out nicely. And that's all she wrote. Thanks for watching. Whoa, almost lost it. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. And you guys have a great day.
Bye-bye.